Hi everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Gosh, I've been off of work. This is my first day off, and I already don't know what day it is. Okay, let's face it, I never know what day it is. Excuse me, good Lord. Sorry, not in the yarn room because I need a table. If you've been watching for the last few days, you know I broke my wrist. It's just in a partial cast right now. I see my bone doctor, who is not, she's my knee doctor. She doesn't, as a general rule, do wrists, but she'll do mine because I wanted her to see my knee too. And so she said, yeah, I can still do you. I said, oh, good, good, good. So I'm very excited that I get to have her as my knee doctor and my wrist doctor. She said, now, you know I don't do surgery. I said, I don't think it needs operated on. It just needs to heal. And it's feeling much better today, by the way. I can do this for a few seconds, and it doesn't really hurt. If this was lower, so I'm hoping when she actually puts the cast on, he put the, you can't see, so that my fingers are supposed to, these two fingers are supposed to stay up in here. And he had them all banded together, and I did my own surgery and took that apart. Only because my wrist, it was swelling up into here, and I think as my fingers, they were like so tight together, and then they started twitching, and I'm like, yeah, no, they need some freedom. And it really does, excuse me, it was feeling like better with them stuck up there, as far as the wrist goes, but the fingers themselves were not happy as they, I think, swelled a little more. And I think the swelling must be coming down now because I can handle them up there better, but it doesn't hurt to move them. So I hope I don't get yelled at for taking it apart. But also you don't want to, you know, have them where they're cutting off circulation. That would be a bad thing. So I'm an amazing hooker, be jealous. Thank you, Rosie, for this. She doesn't do videos so much anymore. I can't think of what the channel name was. Nana something. Anyway, I still love her, and I still drink out of my cup. But anyway, so the wrist is doing better, and I think when she puts a real cast on, I'm going to see if she can make it so that this is lower here. Even if these fingers have to be up, if these fingers were lower, that would be easier for me to be able to crochet. But another day or two, particularly if this was lower and I didn't have to fight it, it wouldn't hurt at all to be able to crochet here, I think, you know, to hold when I need to hold. The only problem is I don't know if my wrist position could be an issue. I might be like crocheting this way, like way over here, because I can't bend the wrist around my stomach. So we'll see, you know, like in front of you, how you need to. We'll see how that goes. But I am still wearing the pink hat because it's still October. It is, oh, okay. All right, sorry, my daughter called. She's on her way over for lunch. She's bringing me lunch, and we're gonna have lunch together. I'm so excited about that. So what was I saying? Oh yes, I'm still wearing my hat. Because it is still October, and it is still Get Your Mammogram Month. Let's not forget breast cancer awareness. And so I will be wearing my hat every video. That's the plan anyway. But today's video, I got my Crochet World for, what is the Crochet World number 24. December 2022. Of course, it's October, but you know, it is a handmade holiday, beautiful and quick projects in here. Now, the one that I like the best, I don't know how they can, it's beautiful. I don't know how they can say it's a quick project, but I'm going to show it to you because I think it is simply gorgioso. I just have to find it. Excuse me. And then I'm going to tell you about it, and then you can tell me how you think this is a quick project. Look at this tree skirt. Isn't this just cool? It's got all these different pictures on it. Here's Santa in the sleigh, and there's some reindeer, and there's houses, and like each little one, a snowman on this one. So cool. I totally love that, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna try that when I can crochet again, and it'll be maybe my year-long project. And then I found out that it's made with Aunt Lydia's number 10 size crochet thread and a 1.6 millimeter hook. Steel hook. I think I would need a magnifying glass just to be able to see the stitches. I mean, you could do it in like a worsted weight yarn and a bigger hook, but then it's probably going to be bed size, you know, because it says that it measures 38 inches across when you're using the itty bitties where you can't see. So that will be for somebody else to make, but I love the design of it. I love the patterns of it. And if I was smart enough and maybe could figure out how to do each little section, because they give you charts. So if you could do each little section in maybe placemat size, that would be really cool. If you could like figure out how to make it square and do placemat size, because I like it. But I'm not doing that. So I'm not talented enough. I've never done a filet crochet like that, and I really want to try one, but I'm not going to do that one. Not where it has to be that kind of thread. They're showing this very scrappy lapgan, and isn't that cool? I've seen, you know, lapgans like that before, where you just add like a white or cream in this case, and then your various scraps of yarn, and give it that marled look. And it's probably mostly single crochet or half double or something. Then they have this really cute little penguin pillow. Isn't he adorable? I like him. I think my friend Lala would like him. And a lace doily. This is on the front, so you kind of saw that. And now this one I think is so cute. It is a gingerbread teddy bear. Let me back him up so you can see it. Isn't he cute? If you're doing Amy Wars, run out and get this, because any pattern this month with Trisha and Jaxie. They also have, this is cute, I've not seen this before, hand puppets, like sock puppets that you create. Those are cute. I almost feel like I want to make them, but I'm not going to. This is something that I might just attempt right here. You know, because I made that one game for my grandkids. This would be another cute little game, tic-tac-toe. They could take on the bus, but you know, on the boat. But they won't be boating here in Ohio in the wintertime. So I may or may not make that. Then they have some just scrappy Tunisian slippers, which, hey, I've learned some Tunisian stitches, so maybe we'll try that. I don't count on it. Somebody wanted me to make slippers for them. I can't think who it is right now. Then they have a blanket. I think they're doing a crochet along, like every month they give you another piece of a blanket. You know, squares for a granny square. Look at this one. This one's real cute. I think these are appliques you just put on your already made like cream color. But that's real cute. So you make the, and it's got a texture to the blanket. But then you just sew those on. You know, you make the appliques. I think that's cute. Let's see, what else do we got? If you're into gnomes, I do like gnomes. I've never made one, and I've always wanted to. I just, you know, other projects get in the way. But they got this little gnome basket. It is a basket. I'll show you over here on this side. Cool. Little Christmas gnome basket. I kind of like it. And they've got some little acorn ornaments and peppermint. So, oh, I'm not going to answer that call. They got some acorn ornaments. It's not letting me decline. There we go. And some little coffee, coasters. They're calling them trivets. Now this is cute. You make this. I don't believe you make you just make the dowel to go over a towel. So it's a towel holder dowel. Isn't she cute? Little elf. And you use snaps to snap her hands together. I like that. Yeah, you just crochet the body and then you make like the dress as the body. And they have a cozy little placemat and mug holder set. I don't use placemats. I just find them to be a pain. Now this is another, if you wanted to, maybe a slight little challenge, but not too bad of a challenge. They call this a number 3 out of the number 6 of easy to hard. If you wanted to try mosaic. I do like that. And they're doing it out of a 3 lightweight yarn. I do like that. This is the other thing I really, really like in this book. It's like some granny, some squares, some rectangles. I don't know how you put it all together. I didn't really read through the pattern, and it's also a 3 out of the 6 on the easy to make scale. And this calls for worsted weight yarn. And a 6mm hook, right up my alley. I love the 6mm hook and worsted weight yarns. And I think that is all of the cool stuff in this magazine. Oh wait, one more thing. This is, I don't know, you have to get probably some kind of like metal tree, and then you put the granny squares on it. That's kind of cool. A very modern looking idea to go with your old granny, old squares kind of crochet. Oh, yeah, so this is the resplendent square. See, I told you these are the squares this month to go into like this blanket that they make. I do like this square a lot. But the other one so I made a few years back, I made a sweater, a duster out of granny squares. It was supposed to be a blanket from, what's his name? Mikey at the Crochet Crowd. He did floral clock or something like that when he was doing the crochet around the world things. And so anyway, this was supposed to be a blanket, but I made it. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Pardon the interruption. I know. Oh, let me fix. I know it's been like no time for you, but it's been like an hour for me. Amanda stopped by, my daughter. She brought me lunch. So we had just finished some Taco Bell. And I hope I remember what we were talking about. But oh yeah, I was telling you I made this duster out of granny squares, big squares. And my cousin said, oh my God, I really love that. Male cousin. He wants me to make him one as a robe. And, but more solid. But I'm thinking that might be a cool square to put in if you were going to do like a robe thing for a man, because it's not very masculine, but yet it's got some texture. But really, I think he might really and truly want more, just like this solid square here in the middle. Or that one, you know. But a lot of times when you do the squares, they kind of have like a flowerish look to them. But for a guy, you know, I don't think Terry really appreciate the flower so much. But he's like, you know, make me one, make me one. Like, dude, you're a big guy. I don't know. So it would be interesting to make him one. I would really have to get some good measurements because he's really tall. So he would need bigger, you know, probably, I think my squares are close to 12-inch squares in mine. And his, I mean, he's going to need a whole nother row. And he wants a belt because he wants to wear it like a robe. I'm like, yeah, you might get that by next year, maybe, if I decide to make it. And he wanted bronze colors. So, I mean, it would be kind of cool to make a bunch of brown squares and then sew them together with orange and make them a white belt. That would be kind of cool. Or make just, I don't know. I kind of am playing with it in my mind because I do like to make squares. So we'll see. Anyway, I've been going on and on long enough, probably. If you did not get this month's crochet magazine, might want to pick it up. It's got some cool stuff in there this time. I usually always like at least a couple of the projects and have made projects out of these magazines. It's the only one I get, but I think I want to try Crochet A or whatever with the explanation point. I think I might want to try that one too. We'll see. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye.